Evening, everyone. It's a little after 6, and this is your closing comment. It's video number 556. And if you like the work, please be sure to hit that like button, hit the notifications, and like us. It's very supportive, and we appreciate it. Okay, today was a very interesting day. Less so if you were in Dow stocks than if you were in NASDAQ stocks, but the way that it shook out was the Dow finished down 184 after being up 270. So that was a pretty ugly reversal. And the NASDAQ closed up 62.17, and it too had been 100 higher. So up about a half a percent. Dow down about 0.6%, S&P down 1597, 0.44%. On the upside, we had the Russell also well off the high, but managed to stay positive, plus $2.16 or 0.11%. And the biggest loser of the day, without any question, was the Dow Jones Transports, down 289.41 or 2.28%. So if you believe that the transports lead the way, it's going to be ugly. The Dow was, in fact, the only of the indexes to make a new all-time high today, and we got short. We bought some S&P puts today around $1.90, $1.95, up to $2, and they closed, I believe, 272. The advanced declines on the New York were 5-3 down, and even though it was up, it was only 1-1 on the NASDAQ, and volume was slightly higher. This really looks like your typical buy the rumor, sell the news, since all they had on TV this morning and talking about were the vaccines and pictures of people getting inoculated. And Pfizer closed 39.21, down $1.91 or 4.6%. Biotenix, their partner, 108.21, down 19.03, 15%. And a lot of the stay-at-homes were higher. Tesla, which is not a stay-at-home, but I'm just going to mention it today because it's getting added in on Friday, and that's all anybody's talking about. And it managed, since it has to go in, people have to buy it, closed 639.83, up 29.84, 4.5%. On the stay-at-homes, we had Netflix up 18 at 521.70, and that was on the back of an upgrade and a clear choice between Disney Plus and Netflix. Last week, when they announced the Disney Plus increase in subscribers, it was exactly the opposite. Netflix was down, Disney was up. Well, today Netflix was up 18, Disney was down 592, which is actually a bigger percentage loss than it was a gain for Netflix. McDonald's received an upgrade to outperform, and the stock was up 2%, about 211.92, up 416. Also, with the COVID, sell the news, AstraZeneca, 50.03, down 424 or 7.8%. And the failure of, I mentioned this morning, the failure of a Virgin Galactic rocket engine to get to space sent the stock down. What's interesting here is that this morning, when I was talking to you about it, it was trading at 26.42, down 5.78, and it really did nothing all day. Closed 26.47, down 5.57. Also, recent IPOs. C3AI was down 17 today. DoorDash was down 17 today, and AIRBNB was only down 10.98. But if you recall, that one opened substantially higher and closed pretty close to the low on Friday. The other one that I've been following very closely is GLSI. That's Greenwich Um, Therapeutics, that's the one with the breast cancer that after a 5-year trial showed zero recurrences. And the stock had moved last week from 5 to 158 in a day and a half. Came back down and today traded as low as 38.88 and closed 46.80, down 920 or 16.4%. And not a lot of sympathy for it. I mean, it's still up from $5 to $47. The news today was kind of interesting. Mayor de Blasio says that there's a strong possibility that New York is going to have to close down pretty substantially. Here in Boston, we also had a downgrade of dining, bars, etc. We have gone back to stage 2, step 2, as of tonight. So there are still some places that will be open, but they won't be bowling alleys or movie theaters or inside dining. Pretty much, there'll be barbershops and other what are considered to be essentials. Okay, the chart on the screen is nat gas. And as we hit this falling 20-day moving average, we sold them. I was originally trying to get 82 cents for these, which actually later in the day turned out to be the high, but we settled for 72 and 73 cents, still about 110% gain. I was really a little surprised about some of these commodities because the gold finished down around $13. It's down another 70 cents now. But what was interesting there was the fact that the dollar was so weak, and it meant absolutely nothing to any of the precious metals, which is surprising. It closed at 90.65, and that was down 27 cents about, and it was down to 90.34. So this morning and Friday, I was talking to you about it breaking through 90.47, which was that low. 90470, and today we went right through that. We did rally to close about 2/3 up on the range, but as I said, still down 27 cents. The gold was remarkably weak overnight and into this morning. It traded down as low as 1820. Tonight's low shows us 1830, which is about $2 off of where it closed today. Copper down a little, platinum up again, palladium not so much. Another thing that we have watched closely and have traded using a proxy were the coffee, which I sent in last night's letter. I think I used the weekly, and we have these 4 weeks of very tight range or relatively tight range, and today we tested the low here, which was right around Friday's close, and managed to close pretty close to the high. I can still see 130, 135 in this. We closed at 128.15, and that was up $4.55. The other thing that I mentioned that is a real utilitarian commodity, lumber. And lumber has had a dramatic rise. It had a dramatic rise it moved to the upside, and went from literally $251 to $859.60 on the high. And then in 10 weeks came all the way back down, was overcut in half to a low of 454, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 7 weeks, we have made it all the way back to 813. It was up the limit during the day, but did not close there. But this looks like the highest close was 830.90. That's only $17 or less than a limit away to the upside. All right, everyone. Have a good evening, and I'll be back first thing in the morning.